Alright. Let's all play some tennis tag before the stream starts. Oh, I'm in. I'm in the game. Hey, got him. What should I do? Should I don't know if I should just hunt for soul flowers. I think I should grind for soul flowers before the stream starts, just so I can do some Solnica stuff. I think that'll be what I do. Oh boy! Whoa. Well, that's something. Oh, okay, we're good. Eat. Hey. Okay. Oh boy! Oh, there's flowers over there. Okay, yeah, let's get them. Well, 1v2. Hey! Let me just check something. Yeah, we're looking good. Oh wait, am I live already? Am I live already? Oh shoot! Whoops! Whoops! Well, look, let me get on my phone then for a second. I didn't even realize I was live. Sorry. Hello everyone. Hi, Gone Fishing. Hi, Soft Owlman. Hi, Glory is here. Hi, Cardi is gone. Whoops. Oh yeah, I talk to myself a lot. That is kind of a thing I do. I've been alone for the last couple days. That's why I've been talking by myself. But yeah, I didn't know I started. I guess I clicked this. I think when I clicked start stream, I think it just started. Usually I get like a pop-up. Well. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing good? So, I mean, I might as well just hunt now that I'm here. By the way, the new showcases are coming up. I do have these Lumians TP trend. I just need the new moves. Should I do Bane of Haste Crackalola first? Or should I do this fella first? Yep, I'm live. I don't know which one I should showcase first. I mean, this one would make more sense because I haven't showcased the new Lumion yet. But come on, Bane of Haste Silver's Crackalola is just a lot more fun, I feel like. I'm not sure. But I'll see what the chat says. But yeah, let's get to hunting. I have a robust Dusket on. Yeah, I have a robust Dusket. Alright, let's do this. I was thinking about doing Soul NECA stuff, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I don't have enough soul flowers. I might have to grind off stream for them. So yeah. Also, something that I did is I watched my last couple streams and I've noticed that when I'm talking normally, I talk too quiet, but when I scream, I talk too loud. So what I did is I turned my mic up so I don't have to scream. So hopefully y'all should hear me when I'm softly talking better. And that's so I don't scream. That's something I'm going to have to get used to, though. That's something I've noticed. I just turned my mic up a little bit. to see if that works. I hope it does. If not, then that's unfortunate. Well, my stream is like dead. I mean, I have 0 drop frames, but yeah. Maybe it's just my phone derping. I don't know. Are y'all stream? It's okay. Can y'all see this just fine? Because my phone's not working. Okay, yeah. I think it's back on. Do you think Silver Cosmere should have came out in place of My Mastery skin? No, I'm fine. I like the My Mastery skin. I think the My Mastery skin looks pretty good. Everyone wants me to showcase Standard Key first. Yeah, Handy Rejuvenate is most certainly something. Thing is, a lot of them run very clever, and they don't run any melee defense because of... What move is it called? It's a move that lowers the melee attack by 2 stages. And that's so they could soak hits on both sides. I think what I will do is, I want bulk on both sides, but I won't run Emulate. I think I'm just going to run other moves like Provoke to stop hazards, Rejuvenate, Pep Jab for HP, and then I don't know what my last move would be yet. Josh, hear me out. Instead of giving Slumber to Picolio, give it a signature. Satula Baloo is being distributed to other Lumians. New move, Jolly Song. When set up, it will deal it will heal 1/16 of the user's HP. That would be interesting. For Picolio. Should it work for every Lumion on your team, maybe? So it could be like a doubles Lumion? That could be interesting. But I'm trying to talk a lot more quietly because I turned my mic up, and if I scream, y'all ears will die. So I don't want that to happen. Can y'all hear me talk normally? Is it too quiet, or is it fine? I'm just curious because I did some adjustments. So I want to try my best not to scream as much. Because I noticed my last stream, I watched a bit of it, and I definitely screamed a lot. But when I talk normally, I was too quiet. Sounds normal? Okay. That's good. That's a good sign, then. I definitely do want to do another PvP stream at some point, but maybe I should wait till either Rank Season 3 comes out, or once the event ends in a week. I'm typing more. There is a type limit, so when set up, it will heal all teammates. For singles only, the Lumions on the field. It's so for doubles. Yeah, that would be very good for... That would be a very nice move, especially for doubles. And singles, it'll be fine for Picolio itself, but I would love it for doubles. It would be kind of like soft water, but not just for yourself. It would be for your teammates. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty unique. Speaking unique, there's a Obsidian. Fortunately, it's no Wisp, so I'm not catching it. Even though it is red, and red does look cool. Maybe if it was Sharp Edges, maybe. But no, not a Premonition one. Hi, RC. Welcome to the stream. Or WC, not RC. WC. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Sorry. It will be up until Picolio dies, so if it sets it up, if Picolio lives for the rest of the battle, it will stay up. If Picolio dies, it will go away. So like, motivational. So, like, kind of like what Bywarn does with motivational. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you. Oh my god. I've been sneezy today, I don't know why. I've been a little sneezy today. Yeah. Do you think I'll find something rare today? I only have 22 boost tokens left, so... Oh! Well, there's a Cosmillion. I don't really need it, but hey, it's cool. I hope I get something rare. Like, maybe what I should do is, since I've been hunting this event a lot, should I just stop hunting after I use my boost tokens? Or should I buy 50 more? I don't know, I am tempted to buy 50 more. The stream works, let's go! Hi Remy, welcome to the stream. A semi-rare Gamma. Honestly, I could see that. I don't think I found anything rare last stream, so I feel like I'm kind of due. I Yeah, Glory, it's for the move. Oh. It's another Mutagon. I already have a robust Mutagon, though, so I'm gonna run. I already have a robust. Already have a robust Mutagon. Oh my god. Yeah, my nose is stuffy today. I don't know what it is. But yeah, after I stream today, which I think I'll stream for around 2 hours, I'm going to start on the Danuki Showcase. I'm not sure who I'm going to combine it with. Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm going to combine it with because Danuki, despite it being a good Lumion with Handy, it also has the Simple type, which doesn't work on defensive structures that well. So I feel like for Danuki, I don't want to use it defensively. I want to use it as a support. So if there's like any leads, like Gargolem's speed, for example, I can provoke it. I can provoke Gargolem's speed leads. The only Lumion I wouldn't be able to provoke is Handy Imperior, which that isn't common. Hi, Giraffe Legend. Welcome to the stream. Pair it with some spirit types? Yeah, that would be good. Let me just check something real quick. Oh, they're Obsidian. So what other moves does Danuki have? So I want to try to use it differently from everyone else. Lumion Legacy. Danuki. I think that's what the Lumion's called. It's kind of a weird name. I'm not good with names. So it has Emulate and Hoodwink. Hoodwink can cause dazes. It has Scapegoat. So that's something. Scapegoat. Provoke. I don't want to use a Gnar, because I already use it. It has Bag of Tricks. And it has Impersonate. And Teamwork, but that only works for doubles. It has Wonder Herb. Maybe I should just lean into its defensive capabilities. Yeah, Far Enchantment and Banana Split and Near Enchantment. How's your day been, Josh? I've been doing pretty good. My nose is a little stuffy today. I don't know why. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Some people in the LL Discord hate me over my opinion on Rejuvenate being better if its energy cost dependent on the Lumion's max energy. If you can't tell, I don't like Crackalola. Yeah, Crackalola is a very powerful Lumion. If you watched my PvP stream yesterday, Crackalola just... Let's just say Solar's Crackalola popped off. It was at 77 HP and it lived a super effective Earthquake from Dokomori. And then the Dokomori think he could have KO'd me at 17 HP with Baneful, and it lived at 2 HP. Yeah, Solar's Crackalola is kind of insane. It's a very good Lumion. Especially since it can heal HP as well. Speaking of Crackalola, I am thinking about using a Bane of Haste variant. You have any tips on making predicts during PvP? I find it hard to do so. I always try to predict. It's not very easy to make a predict. It's a lot of game sets when it comes into the team. And you need to know which Lumions on their side are the most threatening to yours, and which Lumions on your side is the most threatening to them. And using that information, decide on your predictions from there. It's very hard to make predictions because you don't know what 100% your opponent's going to do. So just try to think of a play that makes the most sense, and then go off from there. Like, what is the play that makes the most sense? Like, for example, I'll give you an example. I have a Zulong, for example, and my opponent has an Eliguana. But you're in on Stratosaur. Do you want to Ancient Roar staying on Strat? Or do you want to Ancient Roar the Eliguana? So, do you want to Zip Zap predicting Strat will stay in? Or do you want to Ancient Roar predicting Eliguana coming in? That's the thing. Is the Stratosaur and sweeping potential. Like, there's high risk predicts and there's low risk predicts. So there's a lot that comes into making predicts. It's not very easy to talk about, honestly. It's actually kind of hard to talk about. Hi Lola, welcome to the stream. But yeah, you gotta use the game sense and the game state to determine whether you want to make a predict or not. So does it make sense? So if you are that Zulong in the situation, do you predict Stratosaur staying in? I don't think I'm explaining it too well. I might have to make a different example. Inventation Soul Burst that makes it water fire would be fire. I know! I've been begging for that for a long time. I would love a Soul Burst Ventation. I would love a Soul Burst Ventation. Fire Air type would be awesome too. That would work as well. Yeah, that would be very good as well. They should make another LL design contest. Yeah, the thing that's funny about all of the Lumia Legacy designs, Oxydrake, Harvestect, and Wintrix, is that all of them are pretty good in PvP. Oxydrake is the least used, but it has good defensive value on stall teams. Harvestect is very good. Probably one of the only good bug types right now, maybe other than Plasma and Garbantis. And then there's Wintrix, who... Wintrix is very common right now. So all of the design Lumians look pretty cool, and they're all pretty good at PvP. Lumian that's immune to hazards and multi-cycle traps? Yeah, that would be nice. That would be pretty nice. Infernix would make sense for a Fire Air. That's the thing. Like, Infernix would make a lot of sense to be Fire Air, but it's Fire Ancient. So we would have to make another Firebird. We want a Fire Air type. Like, I understand why it is Fire Ancient, because it's one of the fossils. But Infernix makes so much more sense for Fire Air. Yeah, I would like something like that. Yeah. Do you know when the next season will start? I don't know, honestly. I actually don't know when the next season will start. Did Samba Train Studios post it? No, they haven't posted anything. Yeah, I actually don't know when the next season starts. I have no clue. I feel like next season's going to start within a few days, but I'm not sure. I assume it will start before the event ends. I want a Toxic Ice type Lumion. That's a Husky with a runny nose. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Part of me wants to see Weaselin get Undermine and Plunge because Rush Hour lets you outspeed turn 1 and underspeed the next one. That would be kind of interesting. Undermine Weaselin would be pretty interesting. But that would only work for one turn, but it would be pretty interesting. If it got one of those two moves. And then you run it, like, very sluggish? I don't know. There probably is a way to run it in that sweet spot. What are type combinations that are not in the game right now? I would love a... something I would love would a... light... There's already a Light Spirit. That's Tyranix. Ancient Spirit. I would love an Ancient Spirit type. An offensive Ancient Spirit. Ice Electric, Spirit Air, Fire Water, Ice Toxic. Water Earth is another one. Water Earth. There's a lot of good types that haven't been used yet. Water, Earth, Ancient Light. No, Ancient Light's already been used. That's Terradescent. Ancient Spirit. I want an Ancient Spirit. Ancient Spirit does have 2 quad weaknesses, though, but imagine an Ancient Spirit that's like an offensive Lumion. That would be so cool. An offensive Ancient Spirit. Do we not have Plant Toxic in this game? We don't have a Plant Toxic. You're right. Exotic Bubblegum? We do not have a Plant Toxic in this game. You are actually right. We don't have... That would actually be a cool Lumion. What would be its weaknesses and strengths, I wonder? Water Air would be cool, too. Like, let me look at the type chart real quick. Lumion Legacy Plant Toxic. Yeah, there are no plant toxic types, but let me look at the type chart and see what the weaknesses and strengths are. I don't want to look at the base stats. I want the type. There we go, the type. So I can't do it on my phone. I have to do it on one of my computers if I want to do it. Yeah, the type chart thing doesn't work on mobile. Okay. 2 times weak to fire, dark. 2 times weak to ice. 2 times weak to bug. 2 times weak to mind. Resistances, water, plant, quad. It's immune to light. Wait, hold on. So fire is 2 times weak. Dark is 2 times weak. Ice is 2 times weak. Bug, mind. So 5 weaknesses. 1, 2, 3. 3 resistances. And an immunity. Yeah, like Lashent 2.0. Yeah. Pretty much, except I think Lashent has a better defensive typing. Even though it has 2 quad weaknesses, it has a lot of good immunity. Not immunities. It has a lot of good... It has a lot of good resistances. And since Plant Toxic is a plant type that's immune to being poisoned, it's still neutral to toxic type attacks, but it's immune to poison because it's a toxic type. That would actually be pretty interesting. That'd be good for plant type teams. Nimble Thunder setup and Overcloak operator, very nimble with gloves. Better than Tiebreak speed though. How much damage do you lose? That was the question. How much damage do you lose from downgrading from Tyrex to Optoraptor? I don't know. How much damage do you lose? Light Earth type would be cool too. Or Dark Metal. Yeah, Dark Metal. There's so many unused type combinations. Unpoisonable Sap Plant Staller. Oh god. Oh, and it's immune, and it can't be stalled. It's like another thing about that Lumion that would be very good is that it would be immune to being sap planted and poisoned. So you could either make a defensive plant toxic type that could be very annoying as a toxic staller, or you could use a stall breaker variant. You could make it like semi-offensively, semi-defensively, and you could use it as a stall breaking Lumion, because you could switch into Toxic, you could switch into Sap Plant, and you could use it in that role. Bug Electric would... Oh no, we already have Bug Electric. We have Bug Electric. We have Plasmoth. And Plasmoth is one of the top Lumions in the game. So yeah, we already have a Bug Electric. I'm making a fan main balance patch, and so far I've done a heap of moves, but I might move on to abilities. What move should I give to Lumions? Like, what ability? I'm not sure. Bug Ancient? Oh, Bug Ancient would be cool too. Bug Ancient would be a cool Lumion design. Yeah, Bug Ancient would be very good. Fire-water combo would be cool. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good combo. Honestly, I would love a fire-water type. But I want the only water-fire type to be Ventation in its Soul Burst form. So it actually, is it worth using a Soul Burst spot to have a water-fire type? Honestly, I was going to make a video talking about what a Soul Burst Ventation would be like. And I have a great idea for a Soul Burst Ventation. So it Soul Bursts into a water-fire type. It will lose a little bit of melee defense, so it will lose 100. It will go from 142 to 132. But it will gain a decent amount of speed, so it'll be like in the speed range of like 60, 65. It'll have a lot more ranged attack, so it will hit a lot harder. It will gain fire type moves like Flare, Bat Blast, and Fire Breath. Its Soul Burst ability, so Soul Burst Ventation's Soul Burst ability would be an ability called, I think it would be called a Hydro Coat. It would be called a Hydro Coat. And it will make it so your water type moves are not weakened while in the heat. They will make it so your water type moves are not weakened while under Heat Wave. So yeah, that sounds very good, doesn't it? And then, the most exciting part about this idea, also there's a Cosmillion. Soul Burst Ventation's soul move will be Erupted Shell, aka Shell Smash. Imagine Shell Smash as a soul move to Ventation. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Shell Smash Soul Burst Ventation. It will be unique because the soul move is a setup move, meaning you can only click it once. My power might go out because I hear thunder. Uh-oh. I hope it doesn't. If my power and string goes out, y'all know why. Because yeah, there's a thunderstorm outside and it doesn't sound good. Let me look at the hourly forecast real quick. But yeah, that would be... Maybe I should make my own video on Soul Burst Ventation. What's the hourly weather? Okay, it should end in a little bit, hopefully. I think we're going to be okay. It should end in an hour. But yeah, it would be unique to Ventation. I don't think Shell Smash as a soul move would be overpowered on Ventation. Because keep in mind, it only has Water, Fire, and Ice as its main range attacking moves. So none of those moves can necessarily hit Ancient types too hard. Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think Shell Smash Soul Burst Ventation would be balanced, or do y'all think it would be overpowered? I kind of want to make my own video talking about it, because it could be very interesting. I could go more in depth with its stats. I could go more in depth with its other moves, and new rally moves, and new stats. It'll be kind of a mix of an offensive/defensive threat. It will start off defensive, like bulky offense, and then it Shell Smashes in the late game with Erupted Shell. It'll be a cool looking move animation too, where its shell just explodes. Its shell just explodes and it gains stat boosts. Like, if y'all don't know what Shell Smash is, it is +2 melee attack, +2 range attack, +2 speed, but -2 melee defense and -2 range defense. And if it is too strong, you can just make a nerfed version where it's +1, +1, +1, -1, -1. Yeah, Soul Burst Zulong would be even cooler, but I don't know why. Water Fire is just so cool. I would love a Water Fire type. And I think Ventation's the perfect Lumion to do it for. Only problem is that there's already a lot of fire types that can Soul Burst. But Ventation does start off as a pure water. So I don't care too much. I would love a water fire type. And then its ability in its Soul Burst form would make it so its water type moves are not weakened while in Heat Wave. So it'd be a very good Lumion to actually stop other Heatwave teams. Because its water-type attacks would not be weakened. While other water-type attacks would be. Also, water-types can soak Ventation too. So it wouldn't be amazing offensively. So there is a lot of counterplay for it. Jamie talked about Zulong getting water/air coverage. I think I heard about that. I don't know why he wants to give Zulong that, but I guess he just loves Zulong. He just wants Zulong to beat everything, because why not? Be fair, it probably would still stick with Fire Breath, because, yeah, Fire Breath is really good for Tyrex and Lashent. Personally, I don't think it should get those coverage moves. It already has enough. Like, we don't want Zulong to destroy everything. Although, he is biased towards Zulong, so, yeah. But yeah, I think Stillburst Ventation would be very cool. Wait, also let me cook Electric Spirit Lumion. That's a spirit inhabiting a phone. Oh yes, the legendary. It's like it will be the Electric Spirit phone. It's basically the Klefki of Lumion Legacy. Klefki is a Steel Fairy, I think, Steel Fairy type. That's literally just a pair of keys. We're gonna have a phone, Lumion. A spirit phone. It would legit be the Klefki of Lumion Legacy. And it would be like a support Lumion, I feel like. Back when Sweet Retreat was going to get a Soul Burst, I expected it to be Beneki with Skill Link. Jamie talking about... Yeah, oh yeah. Oh wait, did I go back? Oh no, we're good. Let me reset my thing real quick, just to see if it's okay. Yeah, my stream's working. I don't know why my phone keeps lagging out. My phone keeps lagging, but my stream says it's fine. Yeah, it says 0 drop frames. I haven't had any problem with drop frames as of late, which is interesting. What about a simple spirit type that's kind of just Scapegoat with Disguise from Pokemon? I guess. Oh, it looks like a Scapegoat. Honestly, you know what we need? We need a Lumion that's just called Scapegoat. We just need a Lumion called Scapegoat, and it's just the weakest thing in the game. You know how Cosmillion is base 100 stats across the board? Give the Scapegoat Lumion base 25 stats across the board, because why not? Yeah, that would be funny. It would legit be like a Scapegoat. But, how about this? How about this? If you use the Scapegoat Lumion in doubles, it will protect your teammate. So, the Scapegoat Lumion jumps onto the other side of the field, but you play with a 1v2. That's what its ability would do. It would be a doubles ability. So imagine if you combine that Lumion with... Imagine if you combine the Scapegoat Lumion with a powerful setup Lumion on the other side. Like, imagine combining Scapegoat with Glacidia in doubles. Wow, getting a lot of alpha twiddles. It's like my third one from Non-Pity. Speaking of twiddles, I feel like I've seen like 5 of them back to back to back. Yeah, they're very common. Let's do some tennis tag. I'll go back to hunting. I just want to mix it up a little. Wait, I have a better idea. Scapegoat with... Oh boy! Oh! Okay, I didn't think it was after me. Okay. Focus. Focus for a second. Nice, okay. Scapegoat with Belly Drum, Cramboss, guaranteed Belly Drums. I know! Imagine that in doubles. And it would actually be balanced on Cramboss, because Cramboss does not have a spread move. So there would be 2 Lumions hitting Cram Boss. But the thing is, it's at the cost of doing a 1v2. Like, that's what would make the Scapegoat Lumion actually useful in doubles. For certain Lumions, it would be very good. But it's also like a 1v2. Kind of like what Dondozo and Tatsugiri is. But instead of it giving Dondozo stat increases, it's just a free Scapegoat that you could destroy. And then if you KO the Scapegoat, you can actually bring in another Lumion. If you KO the Scapegoat. There could be a lot of doubles play with that. Okay. In Pollute Court. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay. That would be a Charizard suite with Belly Drum? Yeah. That would basically be what it would be. But it failed, so it was left to the dust to rot, and that's why it became a spirit? Yeah! That's how it would gain its... That's how the phone would gain its spirit type. And then it should get kind of like an out of... It should be a relatively, like, weak Lumion offensively, but it gets, like, a overpowered move. You know how Sharbot has, like, weak base stats? But it has out of order, which is, like, 150 base stat? Add that kind of move as an electric-type move for the Phone Lumion. Add that as, like, one of its signature moves. Kind of like what out of order is. I don't know what it would be called. Yeah, we need a better plant-type roamer. Because right now, Never Crits ain't it. Never Crits is garbage. Never Crits is so garbage. I mean, it will get parasitized. That is actually something that will help it. Because now it can actually hit other plant types decently hard. And it has a healing move. So it would definitely run Parasitize, even if it will not get the guaranteed crits with it. It would definitely run Parasitize, just for it to heal. Imagine it with, like, Rageful Plushie. Parasitize. Give Neverbear Butcher? Butcher would be so much better than freaking Razor Sharp. Butcher would be 1,000 times better than Razor Sharp. It would just be more consistent damage. And then imagine getting a +1 Rageful Plushie increase. It would literally one-shot everything after Rageful Plushie increase. Hi, Dark Riptide. Welcome to the stream. No, I would just be fine with it losing its ability to crit. If it is actually getting set up. Because the slashing moves already have a better chance to crit anyway. I just hated that it has to crit in order to deal damage. Without the crit, Never Crits does not... It never even catches Okos on super effective hits. And it sucks because Nevermare is a plant spirit, which is actually a very decent defensive typing. There's a lot of potential for defensive plant spirit, but it has no defensive counterplay. I mean, it has Rant, but it doesn't have Photosynthesis, it does not have Sap Plant, it does not have... Does it even have Provoke? It might have Provoke. But it doesn't have much defensive counterplay. Its only good set is the Never Crit set. If I would rank weathers from best to worst, what would it be ranked? I think Strong Gust is the worst because Strong Gust is just kind of struggling right now. To be fair, I don't think Gust has ever been good. The only thing that saves a Gust team is the Lumions around it, but that's kind of it. After that, I would say Fog. Fog doesn't disable abilities anymore, so Fog just really isn't that good. It's only there to set up certain Lumions, but the Lumions it can set up is pretty good. And Tyrannox is probably one of the better weather setters, so I would say Fog is number 2. And then I would say I would go Heat Wave as second worst, because even though Heat Wave has a lot more heat Lumions that you could use under Heat, it's so hard. the heat setters suck. Billaforge is a good Lumion, but it's not a good heat setter. And Soulburst Crackalola is not a good heat setter either. So I would say heat's the second worst, then fog, then rain, then thunderstorms. Thunderstorms, in my opinion, is the best weather. Because of Earthquake's capability to hit air types is such a good effect. And that doesn't even mention the fact that there are quite a few Overcloak Lumions. And yeah, there's Overcloak Lumions that can get a speed increase. And there's a lot of strong Earthquake Lumions and Yeti's Wrath Lumions, like Kimber. It has Baneki, who's very good under thunderstorms. And of course, it also has Behemoth. Behemoth, you don't know sweeping potential until you use a Behemoth and thunderstorms. Oh, what was that all about? Hold on, let me just check outside for a second. Yeah, it's not looking so nice out there. Oh, is my mic still in there? Yeah, my mic's still in there. I almost pulled it out by accident. I was getting up with my mic on, that's why. But yeah, Behemoth under thunderstorms. Tyrex under thunderstorms. Like, it doesn't even mention the electric types it can buff. Like, you can use Zulong. Plasmoth is also one of the best weather setters because it has great bulk on the range side and it can pivot out. Not to mention the powerful electric type Lumions you can use, like Zulong, Soulburst Joltu. And then you have Overcloak Lumions like Sherbot and Tyrex who are very good. And Behemoth with Earthquake and Timber with Yeti's Wrath. Like, you just have a lot of flex. Baneki as well to stop Eliguanas. Because Eliguana is a thorn to electric type teams, so having a counter to that Lumion that works under thunderstorms also works. Like, you can see why thunderstorms can be very good. Plus, you can build a very flexible team with thunderstorms. You can build a very flexible team with thunderstorms. Zoroar. Alright, let's get back to hunting. Again, I hope the power doesn't go out. Honestly, I'm in with that. I'm fine with Himber losing defense increases. If I'm not stuck into a move, I'm in. Also, free shard. I'm in with that rework. That'd be a cool little Yeti's Wrath rework. I would like that because it'll be more powerful than Earthquake. But it has the drawback of lowering its bulk. I actually think that would be a good rework. Then you have Earthquake for doubles. But yeah, I think Thunderstorms is the best weather, and the worst weather is Strong Gusts. But to be fair, there's only two good weathers. Fog isn't that good right now. Heatwave can be good if you could set the weather up, but you can't really set the weather up that easily. And then you have Strong Gusts, which only the Lumions are good, not necessarily the weather. Like, you could use all the air-type Lumions without Strong Gusts, and they would work just as well. Strong Gusts really does not help them that much. Helps toxic types, but whoop-de-doo. There's only like two beneficiaries for that. Snagoop and Helvantic. Hi Foxymon, welcome to the stream. Hi Bullet, welcome to the stream. What do you think of changing Pharaoh's temper to either apply frustration, ace, or analyze? I don't know. I think temper's alright for it. I feel like Strong Gust would be better if Toxic got... Yeah, if Wibbledrift got Toxic coverage, yeah, that would work for it. That would make it better, maybe. Maybe. The only two good weathers is Rain. Because the reason why Rain is good is because of Libyans like Lavatross, Skellic, and Arpygo running around. And Bezeldew is actually a decent weather setter. Not as good as the Ludrix in the past, but Bezeldew has Dissipate, which makes it pretty good, and Soft Water. And there's also the plant types that support off of it as well. Like, you can have Lashent, who's one of the best Lumions in the game. You could use other plant types as well to support. Like, you have a lot more support options for Rain. You can either go all-out offense, or you can play defensively with one Rain-type attacker. So that's why Rain's the second best. And Thunderstorm's weathers... Yeah, Thunderstorm is the best because of the Lumians around it. I mean, you have Tyrex for Thunderstorm teams. Nothing else to really say there. You have the Hammeroff as well for Thunderstorm teams. Again, may I say more? So yeah. I was thinking of what would happen if Jelusa got Luster Loot back. Restrictive, Shield, Temper, Luster Loot, gaining power, increasing healing and damage. It would be interesting, but it wouldn't be able to set up. And it would still have problems on the melee side. Melee attackers can break through it eventually, and that doesn't even mention the fact that... And that doesn't even mention the fact that once your temper boost is gone and you flash and flee out, you'll lose that temper boost for the rest of the game. Unless you heal back to over half HP, which you could do pretty easily with Luster Loot. So that is something. I will give you that. Be clever, Terracino with bulk up, scapegoat, body slam with a Juve. Oh my god, Cardi is gone. That is very annoying. Oh god. Oh god, that Terracino will never die. That Terracino will legit never die. I would have to set up to +6 if I want to even stand a chance. Or run never crits. I've been thinking about running... Hey, I was that Ponzu guy from yesterday. I'm not sure what I did wrong in that match. I think the thing you did wrong in the match from the... I think was just not bringing Rancidor, because Rancidor completely cooked my team. And once I lost Gargoyle in defense, Rancidor just was clean. I don't think he played that badly. I think it's just the fact that he didn't bring Rancidor. I guess letting your Tyrex get chipped by Wiki Wiki, but you kind of didn't have a Lumian for Wiki Wiki. That's why Rancidor could have been a good bring. Are you kidding me, Exotic Bubblegum? It doesn't even Oko Lashent. Bruh. Plus, it's getting far in your enchantment, and Enchanted Coat is helping it. Yeah, oh, it's getting the enchantment moves? Oh, God. Oh, boy, that's something. Very brawny, chill, Festifer, ill will, 140 base power. Against very robust Lashent. 90%, 37% to Oko. Raging Tackle never even catches the Oko unless it critical hits. So it'd be around a little bit less than 50% because you got to take into account the critical hit rate. That is crazy. That is crazy. Lashent is just something, and then he slap it down. And not to mention, Lashent also outspeeds it. My goodness. For goodness sakes. Yeah, Lashent's built different. Lashent is built differently. I guess that's why people use Festifer defensively. That's why people use Festifer defensively, because it is a fraud offensively. I mean, it does have Braum boost. It Oko's after a Braum boost, I think. It better. Anyways, I got 2 GPVPs yesterday, Rancidor and Eliguana. Oh, yeah. Both of them are very good in this meta, so you're going to be using them quite a bit. And I actually think they synergize decently together as well. They actually synergize pretty well together, because you can use Eliguana to go into Rancidor. So it works pretty well. They actually synergize decently well. I want to see Jamie try and give regular Kabunga a buff. Know this is stupid, but just imagine upper hand Timber Thrash Kabunga actually doing decent damage due to its stat spread. Yeah, Kabunga actually doesn't have terrible stats, surprisingly. It can actually be used, surprisingly, enough. Yeah, Goop Spout getting nerfed is brutal. Yeah, just run regular. It depends on what your Ronstador is. If it's Soul Siphon, Fade Away's good. If it's Do or Die, Fade Away's not good, because you'll take chip damage every time you do an attack. You know what I mean? So I'd rather run Poison so you don't take damage during every attack with Do or Die. But if your Soul Siphon, Fade Away works because you can get momentum without damaging yourself. Yeah, it outspeeds Aklos. Kabunga has 86 speed. What do you think of Mocho's Shakedown getting changed to Gorge? Wait, Mocho's getting an ability change? That's going to be very good defensively. Holy crap, that's going to be very good defensively for it. I still have Boots Kabunga. It's mixed with Barter. I've made a core Bunforge, which is Boneki plus Billforge. What do you think of the core? What are their weaknesses? So, Billforge has two big weaknesses in Water and Earth, which Boneki does good versus. And yeah, Boneki can hit both of them with Plant. Dark-type moves is neutral to Billow. Ice-type moves is a resist to Billow. Fire-type moves is a resist. Do they have any of the same weaknesses? Air-types could be problematic if they're hard-hitting, but if they're not, you're fine. Either of them are weak to Toxic. Ranged attacking dark types could be problematic, but not really. Yeah, I think they work pretty well together. I think they work pretty well. I think Bunforge could work together. Yeah, Do or Die, yeah. It depends. If it's Do or Die, use Poison. If it's Soul Siphon, use Fade Away. Poison's also an option for Soul Siphon too, but I think the momentum's better for that variant. Why did Gasstroke not lose camp yet? No clue, honestly. Snowburst Gasstroke should have lost camp a long time ago. Yeah, so that means Poison's the better play then. The only thing with Gasstroke is that it does have weak melee defense, so it needs 2 or 3 camps in order to not be defeated on the melee side. That is the only perk. It needs multiple camps in order to not ever be defeated on the melee side. It still shouldn't be a thing, but yeah. That's at least something. With Florent getting Tamp, 1 Tamp is enough for it to just destroy Livians. Oh, the fan-made balance patch. Oh. Yeah, I think Gorge would be good for over Shakedown. Hit the core, Picolio, Oblos, and Samarine. Samarine was terrifying but very clever. Restrictive shield. Can pivot into Picolio. Picolio can clear status conditions. Okay. And Oblos is there for the brawler weakness. Ice Samarine. Electric Oblos. Mind Samarine. Yeah, I think that works well together. And you can block, pivot, and stall things out. The only time Shakedown is good is on a fast Lumion that can pivot out. When Deludrix had Shakedown, that was the only time Shakedown was ever good. Because you could lead with Boots Deludrix, find out what their item is, and then pivot out with Zipsat. That was the only time Shakedown has ever been good for a Lumion. It was only for that very specific circumstance. It's not good on a slow Lumion that can't pivot out, or a frail Lumion that sets up and can't pivot out. When they have a better ability. Rageful Plushy Florent. Yeah! Yeah, Rageful Plushy Florent's a thing. And then it life drains HP back, and then it goes back to full health. Yeah, then Health Gift makes it sack itself when it's not needed to heal Samarine. Yeah, that actually works pretty well together. West Foam form, I do not know why it had electric moves on the range. It has Thunder Chomp still, but at least it's on the melee side. But still. I wanted to see Flora get Luster Loot instead of Energy Surge. Imagine that thing with Luster Loot. Oh god, imagine that thing with Luster Loot. Imagine. Imagine! With its secret ability? Sorry, I knocked something down. Oh god, that would be pure evil. And then you get a Rageful plushie increase after a tamp. Yeah, that's evil. That is pure evil. And then you have Parasitize as well. Oh god. Oh god. It would legit never die. It would legit never die. Because it would always get a healing option and Life Drain, Parasitize, and Luster Loot. You click Tamp once, and then you just drain HP. It doesn't even have to be Rageful Plush. You can run Drain Orb, too. I don't know, actually. Maybe Rageful Plushie is to play because you have a secret ability that does drain HP more. Because it can. I don't know why it learns it at 46 and not a rally move, but hey. I mean, at least it has poison. I mean, Goopspout hits Stratosaur, but that's kind of it. Every other situation, poison is better. Plus, I don't even think Goopspout's toxic poison either. I don't even think Goopspout's toxic poison either. The Berserk? I think Aggressive is still better on Wrestling. I think Aggressive is still better than... Oh, there's a Wisp! There's a Wisp around. Oh, gotta be the baby, got a Wisp around. Sorry, I was talking to myself. No. Well, I'm switching out. I'm not being put to slate. Not today. That's why I didn't want to go into Dusket. If I went into Dusket, that would have been bad. Spare. What do you think the best Barb Setter is? Barb Setter right now is probably, if I would have to say the best Barb Setter, I would probably have to say... Gargolem Defense is a very good Barb Setter. Both Gargolems are really good. Obsidragon's pretty good at setting up barbs. What else is there? There is... Celesting. Sober Celesting's probably the best one. Sober Celesting's probably the best Barb Setter. Unfortunately, Knockout's losing Protective Shell, so that's unfortunate. Why have I never seen a Gargolem defense using Tamp? It's because it can't really heal its HP back unless it's Health Amulet. And it has some critical weaknesses that do hold it back. It can get Driving's forced out by other Gargolems. And it's a waste of a precious move slot. That's the reason why they don't run Tamp. Because it's a waste of a move slot when it could use something like Icicle Traps, Barbs, or Driving's Force. Or Mudslide or Slapdown. There's just a lot more value out of those moves over Tamp. Bane of Haste is also another option, too. You can use Gargolem Defense as a Bane of Haste setter. That could work as well. Free Shard! There's not really any reason to use Tamp on Gargolem unless you're using it in like a do-nothing stall team. Achoo! Achoo! Sorry! Oh my gosh! I'm having a sneeze fit today. I'm having a sneeze fit. Wow. That Twiddle did not like me. I'm shaking a little bit after that. I'm shaking a little bit after sneezing. Wow. I don't think that ever happened. Remember one time I went Florent and my opponent switched into Opposite as I Magnify. And they stayed in and I got a kill with +4 Magnify E-Surge because it outsped me and used Body Crash. Yeah! Yeah! Imagine Luster Loots. That beats up Gun. Whew! Imagine we had Luster Loot and then heal all the way back to full. Another Cosmillion. Oh, it was Applied Frustration. It wasn't Clutch. I guess that makes sense because Clutch... Because it wasn't Rageful Plushie because yours was Goggles. So it wasn't Rageful Plushie. So I guess that makes sense. I assume you switched it into like Lashent. The thing, Bronze is honestly pretty underrated because it actually does very well into Lashent. Because you always get an Applied Frustration boost on Lashent. And then you can accelerate on a non-spec set and then win the game on the spot. So honestly, Pronsu is an underrated meta pick. If Lashent's everywhere still, Pronsu will always be a nice meta pick. Even though it isn't the great. Oh yeah, and then if your snack baffles out, you switch it in as your snack baffles, you go up to +3. Yep, exactly. Like, it's a very good meta pick. It doesn't do much versus your snack, but if you get a layer of hazards up, your snack gets halted, you get a +3, and then you just OHKO everything. Because Water, Bug, and Brawler is very good offensively. I'm not saying it's amazing or anything, it has to be in the certain circumstances in order to be good. And it's not good versus certain meta threats like Zulong. Zulong is a problem. So I think there's some range tanks that could also be a problem. But for the, if you get that +2 or +3 from Applied Frustration, you're in a very good position. Or +1 from like Lashent or +2 from Tyrex. You could be in a very good position. What other moves could you use? You could use Flash and Flee. I think Flash and... I'm going to showcase Soul Burst Celestine in the future because I want to make a top 5 Soul Burst Limians. I want to make ranking all the Soul Bursts from worst to best, update it. And I feel like to use Celestine with Barbs, I think you need Flash and Flay, Metal Blast, Barbs, and a 4th move. Its 4th move could legit be anything. It could be Deja Vu, it could be Peace of Mind, it could be Wonder Herb, I guess. What else does Celestine have as moves? What else does Celestine have as support moves? So yeah, Barbs, Flash and Flay, and Metal Blast, the 3 moves you want. Because you want Metal Blast to hit Charonics and plant types. So you're not just fodder against them. Has Summon as a 4th move, but it's not going to run that. You could run Lightspeed Ray for priority, but I don't know if it's going to use it that much. Not in this meta. It has Icicle Traps as a 4th move. Has Luster Loot as a 4th move. Has Teardown as a 4th move. Has Health Gift as a 4th move. It has a lot of 4th move options. Peace of Mind, Luster Loot, Icicle Traps, Health Gift, and Deja Vu. Those are some of your 4th move options you can use. I got to the point where I don't really fear Zulong's hitting. Yeah, exactly. Because with Eliguana, Zulong's never attacking when there's a Zulong. No, Zulong's never attacking when there's an Eliguana. So you just... it will always be Ancient Roaring, so it's just a free switch into Eliguana every single time. A free switch into Pronsu, I mean. Oh yeah, Thunder Blast, Goggles, Geklo. I want to get Geklo to Ace for Season 3. I'm not sure how well it will work, but I want to try it. I want to get Geklo to Ace. Yeah, but if you get the read right, you can go for a... But yet, I know yours is not... I know yours is the spec item, the spec goggles. But you can run another item like Clutch Plushie or Power Cuffs to guarantee get a setup with Accelerate. Specialty Goggles Pronsu is interesting. I don't know how meta relevant it is, but it is an interesting set for surprise factor. But I do feel like Accelerate Cuffs or Accelerate Plushie is better. Or Clutch Rageful Plushie Accelerate. That one's also there as well. Or you can just run an Essence. An Essence could work too. Yeah, Puffy Roblox did. Is this a secret ability Arceros? Because if that is, Robust is actually good on it. Wish it was Rainbow, but hey, it's kind of how it is. Nope. Hi, Dr. Temp. Welcome to the stream. Run. Yeah, Puffy Roblox. He's a content creator. He reached Ace with Tyoshi. Okay. Predict my pity. I'm going to predict this is where I get a reskin single. I was wrong. It was the pity twiddle again. That's my 4th one. It's been my best find all stream. This stream hasn't been very successful in the finds department. I'll say that. Essence Stone Oko Eliguana, a 3-shot itemless Venolin. Have to reach Ace with Kabunga next season. I might be clever. Alright, chat. Last move for Gloves Vest. Here are the options. Revival, Slash, or Slapdown. It depends. I don't think Revival's the best on a Gloves Vest, but you could keep it healthy if you are facing a Municon. You have Slash there to hit the Eclipse and Cephalops, which Cephalops is common right now, but Cephalops will be banned. And then you got Slapdown as utility to get rid of items. But it also does not hit that hard. I don't know, that's a tough one. Guarantee 2-hit KO on Surkame. That'd be funny if that little Kabunga 2-hit KO'd a Surkame. That would be pretty funny, I won't lie. The thing that's good is since Kabunga has a low health stat, its Timber Thrash recoil wouldn't be as bad on it compared to Illumines with higher HP stats. Yeah, why did he nerf its energy? I don't know. Vibrati Boot. I've tried that before. It's decent, but not the best. It's decent, though. Thing is you would be stuck in Revival. That's the biggest flaw, is that you would be stuck into Revival. But you could also disguise the fact that you are a Specs item. So there is a lot of mind games if you run Revival on a Specialty Gloves Vesperado. I don't think it's gotten any use out of Ill Will. I don't know what it would hit. What does Ill Will hit that Parasitize, Baneful Bash, and Cyclone Slam doesn't? Or, not Cyclone Slam, Nosedive. Like, what does Ill Will hit that those 3 moves can't? And how much harder would it hit on a neutral target? I don't know. Yeah, its Eclipse is going to pick up usage. Because it's got all the setup moves. Snagoop. Okay, that's fair. Alright, you got me with that one. Yep, Snagoop. It hit Snagoop. I haven't seen many Snagoops, but yeah, it can hit it. And it would actually... It might even be able to OHKO with a Vigorous Boost. It might, honestly. It could maybe OHKO with a Vigorous Boost. But you could also barter a Snagoop, but some of them are immunized, so not really. It would probably get it down to Clutch Plushie, because I think almost every Snagoop runs Clutch Plushie. Yeah, it is very gimmicky. That's the thing with Prawn Suit. It's a very gimmicky Lumion, but it does do well versus the meta. Oh yeah, Clingy Snagulp as well. Yeah, Tender v Nimble. Yeah, that's what Snagoops usually run. Either Tender v Nimble, or the Foolish v Nimble. It could use that as well. I'm glad Banfino is finally getting a setup move. Sly Banfino will be so good ignoring all of the defensive items. Oh! And Bully now works for Banfino. What does Bully for Banfino do again? Let me see. Banfino, Lumion Legacy. What can Banfino... What does Bully do again? Bully. If the height of the Lumion is less, any ability or positive stat boost of the target will be ignored. Size indicators do not matter in the calculation. So if you're taller, it will ignore their stat boost. But Sly makes it ignore defensive items. Is this a defensive... Is this a Hydrate Dakota? If this is Hydrate, Robust might be the best thing for it. Nope, Brute Force. So we run. So we run! Bye-bye. So yeah, Sly would make it go through restrictive items, while Bully will make it go through stat boost. But Sly can... No, Sly doesn't go through ability. Sly only goes through items. Wait, their abilities are ignored as well? Can a +2 Frost Beam from a Banfino OHKO a Dokomore, a Sponge Dokomore? Can a +2 Banfino OHKO a Sponge Dokomore? Which Sponge Dokomores run range defense as well. They run Clever, Robust Clever for the Rain Team matchup. And it has to be taller, too. There are some tall Lumions. Buff Bully to where the opponent is smaller, they will have to take 25% more damage. Yeah, that would be fair. Woo! 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 Oh, how How about Power Cuffs? What does Power Cuffs Banfino do? Get Power Cuffs Banfino, get the one-shot, or Frost Shell? Frost Shell, maybe. All you do need is barbs. Can Power Cuffs or Frost Shell get it all the way? Eh! Guarantee Yoko after a layer of barbs. And it will only not catch the Yoko only a little bit of the time. And that's if it is complete range defensive. If it's robust clever, I think... How about a robust clever with clutch plushie Banfino? What does robust clever 200 range defense do? How much would Banfino do there? Because I don't think they run very clever. I think they run robust clever on Sponge Dokomores. Because they want to keep melee defense as well. Are you going to showcase a Geklo goggles with Thunder Blast? Maybe Geklo goggles, but I'm not using Nimble as my setup. I'll just use Plasma. Can a clutch plushie plus 2 Banfino Oko? The Power Cuffs, it's a guarantee Oko. How about clutch plushie? Can a clutch plushie variant catch the Yoko on that one? Nope! But it has to be fully invested on the range side. It has to be fully invested. If it was... What if it was 200, 100 range defense? Because that's the Dokomori I run. I run 100 range defense TPs, 200 health, and 200 melee defense. Yeah, Ransador is pretty good. Ransador has pretty good range defense. It would be a guarantee 2-hit KO. Okay. There's something there. I think that's the common Dokomori. I don't think they run 200 range defense. I think they run more to their melee defense to soak melee hits a little better because they need the melee defense. Because Dokomori's bulky, but it's not that bulky. Low toxic spines ignorant. I need to make my Pronsu matchups better. The thing is, if you get that boost, that's pretty good. Bully Tsunami will be a guarantee Oko no matter what. After a Magnify. Oh wait! Hold on! Hold on! We missed something! We missed something! That is smart, nimble Banfino. What does very nimble do? Very nimble clutch plushie. Hold on! Do that one. How about very nimble? Because you want very nimble to outspeed... You want very nimble to outspeed more threats. You want an outspeed Protagon, which that is a good thing to outspeed. You want to outspeed other stuff. You want... Very nimble outspeeds Nevermare. Very nimble would outspeed Revenine, unless it's Boots. Yeah, it would have to run smart nimble. Because it needs the extra damage because its range attack isn't that high. Sorry if I screamed to the top of my lungs. Yeah, that's the bully variant. What does the Frost Beam do? Woo! Yeah! Yeah, that's evil, alright. Oh yeah, that's evil. Yep. Oh yeah, I wouldn't. Oh god. Unbelievable. That is the max range defensive Doku though, but still. That's hilarious. Do Dokomoris run max range defense, or do they run melee defense too? I run melee defense on mine, but I think they do run range defense sometimes for Zulong. Yeah, it does pull it down. I don't think very nimble Pronsu's worth it. I would rather run smart nimble goggles. Or very smart goggles, or very smart, or smart nimble accelerate. +2 ice type slide. With ice essence, it has a small chance to OHKO. But it would OHKO with a layer of barbs up. It would OHKO with a layer of barbs. So that's good. That's pretty good then. And if you run a Frost Shell for that matchup, you could always catch the OHKO with Frost Shell. So you could play around Dokomori. You want to OHKO Dokomori because Dokomori has Baneful Bash that OHKOs you. So you want to make sure you always catch the OHKO for Dokomori, who's probably the most common toxic type. Besides Helvantic, but you have Tsunami for Helvantic. Hey! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! And it's not, even better, this Obsidragon is not... The Obsidragon is not Premonition. That's my third one, and this one's actually a robust variant, because I had the robust Dusket out, I think. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's secret ability! It's secret ability! I'm sorry that I broke your ears! It's secret ability! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's secret ability! It's a secret ability! Rainbow Obsidragon! Oh my goodness! Unbelievable! I don't care if I lose Trumbull, I just want to get this guy down! Oh my god, don't run by accident, Josh. Just don't make any mistakes. Don't do any mistakes. Sorry. So worth it. I don't care. I don't care if I lose Trumbull. Just. I don't think he's quite at 1 HP. Let's just do one more spare. And then we'll just throw a rainbow. Do I throw an Omni Disc on this one? Or do I just throw normal rainbow? I don't know. I don't know. I'll try one rainbow disc. If it doesn't get caught, these are kind of hard to catch. I don't want anything bad to happen. I'm just going to throw a rainbow Omni Disc after this one. I don't care. I don't care if I'm wasting one. I just want to catch it. Why don't they just catch this first try? Okay. It was never going to be that easy. It was never going to be that easy. Okay, yeah, we're about to get swept. Okay. Just throw a rainbow disc. Do not click the run button. Throw an Omni Disc, which would look sick on a rainbow Obsidragon. Oh my god, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just throw an Omni Disc. Just do it. What is it? I don't care. I don't care if it's a waste of a disc. Look how cool it looks on it. It looks so cool on it. Let's go! Let's go! I turned the mic up a little bit more too because I didn't want to scream. I guess I'm gonna be screaming. It's robust, which is even better. It's robust. Oh, it's amazing. Am I using a robust Dusket? I am! I can use that for PvP. I don't care if it's not very robust. I don't care. I'm using it. I'm gonna use that for a showcase. I don't care. I'm using that for a showcase. I don't care if it's not very robust. Oh my god, unbelievable. That's my rarest find of the event. That's my rarest find. And I found another roamer. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I didn't even have a robust Obsidian, so I was just happy with that regardless. I'm even more happy now. Because Resilience is the best ability you can get on it. And I got a white Cosmere too. And I get a white Cosmere. All the luck is turning around. I had 5 Alpha Twiddles before that, and now all the luck is turning around. You'll love to see it. This might take 5 years to catch, though, because I don't have any good spare Lumians. So it's going to take 5 years to get this Cosmere down, but I don't care. I'm near the end of my boost anyway, so I'm not wasting that much boost by like going after this guy. Oh my god, it was amazing. That was amazing. Wow, I did no damage. Eliguana, you're weak. You need to go to the gym some more. Eliguana, you gotta go to the gym some more. Oh yeah, it built up. Alright. What if this is a secret ability, Cosmere? We're gonna see after this. Hey, I got a critical hit, too. See, my luck is all coming together. I got a critical hit as well. Oh my goodness, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Peak stream. Peak stream. Absolute peak. We'll use one. We'll just use an ancient disc. It'll be easier. We can use mental disc too, because it's a mind type. Oh my god, it was amazing. That is indeed amazing. That might be my rarest find. Maybe ever. Maybe ever. I think I'm out of boost, because that took a bit. Oh no, I have 47 seconds left. Another rare find, last minute. I agree, West Form. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. That was. Rainbow Secret Ability Obsidian. You don't get much better than that. Rainbow Secret Ability Obsidian. Honestly, Nautilus is going to be better in Season 3. I feel like a Goggles, Bane of Haste, Nautilus, or just you set up Bane of Haste on it. I feel like under Bane of Haste, Wise Nautilus is going to be very dangerous. Like, honestly, I think it would. I think that was a secret ability Bari. No, it's Adorable. Adorable is its secret ability. Unbelievable. A secret? Unbelievable. And its UPs aren't even that bad either. Its UPs are at least usable. Nope, that's Enchanted Coat. Unbelievable. Thunder Orb Splitting Headache under Bane of Haste? Yeah, that could work. Oh, I need to rest my Lumians. And it's in the Omni Disc too, so it just looks sick. Oh my god. I need to bring those two to the top, because those are going to be my next showcases. You can go right here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm gonna... That is just unbelievable, really. Nothing else to really say about that. Hyper Arceros good? I don't think Hyper's that good on Arceros. It would be better if it was Nimble, Brawny, or Robust. Yeah, I gotta shard it, but that's fine. I have a lot of shards. I just bought my shards from Milo, so I have a lot of them. Unbelievable. That is so amazing. Oh. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Like, Hyper's never bad, but you're just losing either speed or melee defense. Has anyone tried defensive Arceros? I don't think anyone has tried it. I think it could work because it has Raging Flame. Well, that guy went down. And it still hits decently hard. Even as like a bulky Lumion. But yeah, I feel like Nimble or Brawny are the best abilities. But if you wanted a defensive one, Robust can work. Alright, let's do this. Boop. I'm gonna stand back a little bit. Okay, 1v1. Oh, I ran out. I lost my click for a second. With Stall Suros in a Lumion Legacy Discord. How does it do? How does the Stall Suros do? I assume it's a health. I assume it's a Mysterious Dust. Slumber Set with Raging Flame. Am I? Oh, I got glitched. It's okay though. Let's get back to the. Let's get back to hunting for a little bit. You want to see a burglar Ganderville? I mean Guru? Guru Ganderville could be funny. He's like a stall guy. Oh, he likes stall. I think it could work because you have Raging Flame and you have Slumber. I think a stall Suros could work. And its defensive typing isn't terrible. Fire Ancient is actually a decent defensive typing. Let me see. Arceros. Like, what moves does it have? It has Burn Up, so it can get rid of hazards, too. So what is its rank? It has 4 weaknesses, but it has a whopping 6 resistances. Weaknesses being to Light, Air, Earth, and Ancient. Very good matchup in the Lachette. You have Blaze Rush. You have Burn Up. Charred Claws is just a consistent good move. You have... What else is there? Slumber to heal. Flaming Kick for more damage. Raging Flame. Does it have any other support or coverage? Near Enchantment. It has Near Enchantment. And you could click Bulk Up to make it even bulkier on the melee side. It has options! I think a Stolceros could work. Do you think Restrictive Shield Nevermare could work once it gets Parasitized and once it gets Parasite and Parasitized? Yeah, I think honestly a Restrictive Shield could work. It actually does have a very good range defense stat, Nevermare. I could see Restrictive Shield. Problem is that it just doesn't do enough damage. So you'd want to use it on a do-nothing team. You want to use it on like a stall team where it just does consistent damage. And then you have Rant to lower ranged attacks. So you have Parasitize, Rant, and 2 other moves of your choice. That's what I would do. And then you rely on Razor Slash to potentially get critical hits. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe I got a Rainbow Obsidian at secret ability. That is just unbelievable. What a find! What a find! I knew switching to the Robust Dusket would have been a good idea. Now all I need is a Sharp Edges Rainbow Obsidian. I never thought that would be the one I would be looking for. I don't know if I'm going to get that, though, because Rainbow Obsidians are actually kind of rare. 1 in 5,000. But you don't have to use Boost, so I could hunt after I run out of Boost. Unlike the Rainbow Dragons, I could hunt without the Boost stuff. What is stopping Jamie from giving Pronsu 8 more points into its speed? Also... Boo! I'm gonna run. You think it would be fun for Compliant had another use where it negated the downside of specialty items? Ooh, that is interesting, actually. Honestly, that could be an interesting buff. What other Lumions have Compliant? I know Does Whippledrift have it? I know Wiki Wiki has it. I know Gandervale has it. Compliant. Oh, another alpha. Okay. So Wiki Wiki, Gandervale. And that's it. So Wiki Wiki wouldn't use it. Wiki Wiki wouldn't use it. Unless it counted towards restrictive shield as well, which maybe. It would only really work with Gandervale. And I don't think a Boots Gandervale or Gloves Gandervale's that good. Although if it switched moves, maybe. I know, Rainbow Wisp and Secret Ability with Robust. I know, that is insane. I did not think I was going to find that. That might be my rarest find of all time. 1 in 5,000 times 1 in 256. I think that's at the odds for Secret Ability. 1 in 256. But they're Cosmillion. I swear Cosmillion's really common. Cosmillion is really common. I had an ability idea for a Lumion that gets +2 range attack upon switching in and for the first time, but every time it clicks a move, it loses 1 range attack, and its range attack saves when switching out and back in. That is kind of interesting. I could see that. It would also depend on the Lumion as well, because that could be busted on the right Lumion, but on the wrong one, I think it would be fine. I don't know. That's interesting. It kind of reminds me of Holly Bunch, but more... It kind of reminds me of Holly Bunch's ability, but because it loses its energy set, the more attacks you do with Holly Bunch, the more damage it loses. But with Holly Bunch, you could always wait a rest. With this Lumion, with that ability, you could... It will always lose range attack, even after it switches out. It's interesting. I don't know how it would work. Power Outage. That is an interesting... Power Outage would be a great... You know how there's Out of Order for Sherbot? Power Outage is a 150 base power move. Would be cool. Power Outage is the move. That would be a good name for the move. Hey, a Dusket. I already have Robust, though, but let me just check. Are you SA? It doesn't really matter if you're SA or not. I already have an SA, but, you know, it'd just be cool to find. Goggles Molmerk would be funny. How hard does Molmerk hit, anyway? With Solar's Crackalola, at least has, like, a decent range attack stat. What does Molmerk have? What is Molmerk's stats? Could it work with very smart goggles or very brawny gloves? 94 range attack. Whoop-de-doo. Oh! Rainbow Gossadia. Guys, this is an essay. What if this is an essay? Unfortunately, Robust isn't good on a Gossadia. Okay, it's not. I could dream, can I? I could dream. I could dream, can I? I could dream. I have like double the Glaciadias and I have Arceroses. It's weird. Yeah, 94 range attack and 97 melee attack. And it doesn't have any hard-hitting moves either. I guess you could stack Marsh Wave, but that's kind of it. Maybe it could be good in doubles where Marsh Wave does a lot of damage and it does all the effect drops. But that's kind of it. That's the only way I can really see it be even kind of good. Because with Crackalola under Bane of Haste, it's very smart Crackalola under Bane of Haste. Works because it has heat to buff its attacks, and it has the slowest speed set in the game. Let's see how many Rainbow Discs it takes to catch this Gossadia. Are we gonna abuse Wide Lens Protagon when we get it? Oh yeah, Wide Lens Protagon. Oh, well, it's gonna be. That's gonna be very dangerous actually, because with the specialty, even though the specialty goggles hits a lot harder, with the wide lens you'll hit Dart Burst a lot more, and you could switch items. Well, that was very easy. That was way easier than the last Rainbow Glissadia. Yeah, but it does lose the damage it has from goggles. It does lose the damage it has from goggles, though. So it's definitely a lot more manageable, unless it gets a ranged attack increase. So even then, you're still losing the damage you get from goggles when you run wide lens. Yeah, it is a no downside move, but it does lose a lot of damage. And it doesn't usually get ranged attack that much. But it can switch moves, so you can Dart Burst and then Zip Zap out. So you can do a lot of hit and run damage. You're right, actually. Wide Lands might be something. West Form, that might actually be too good. You might be cooking there. Another Cosmillion! That's like the 5th one! That's like the 5th one. But yeah. I know, it's not even your idea, but yeah. But still, like, whose idea was it? Oh, they deleted the comment. No! Oh no, it was Exotic Bubblegum's idea. I want to see Illumium with its entire gimmick being tied around Snowdozer. You know what? Let's go to Dream Team. Play it in the 3rd setting. And let's use Snowdozer Gargolem Attack. Snowdozer Specialization Gargolem Attack. Are we in? Or I guess we could use... Or we could use Snowdozer Ace Shyenta. Snowdozer Ace Shyenta. Snowdozer Ace Shyenta. With Brombos. Cosmere. Hi there, buddy. But yeah, Snowdozer Ace Shyenta. I think I'm going to end stream pretty soon because I want to get a showcase video out by tomorrow. I have not done a Lumion Legacy showcase since Wednesday when I showcased Rainbow Arceus. So I want to get a showcase video out for y'all because I know I've been kind of slacking on that. It's going to be Danuki. Not sure how I'm going to run it yet, but I'll find a way. All-Seeing Shyenta. Yeah, that's so it can hit its attacks, but with Shyenta, I want extra damage. And since it's an Ice type with Ace... Well, with Ace in Dream Teams, when you go to Experimental, it could do a lot of damage. Even though it doesn't have the highest attack stat. Oh, but it doesn't have the highest attack stat, but it does have a high speed stat. Is there a faster Ice type with a higher melee attack? Borealis! Who has 100... Borealis! Okay, no, we're going to use Borealis with Snowdozer. Snowdozer Borealis. That will be it. There we go. That will be it. Snowdozer Borealis. That will be it. Ace Snowdozer Borealis. With specialty boots to outspeed more threats. Yeah, that would be something, alright. Or do I make it wise so it hits through everything? Wise, very brawny boots. So it can hit through everything. Hey, Gamma. I still gotta showcase Snowdozer Wintrix. I made one over 6 months ago. I need to showcase Snowdozer Wintrix. With Wise. It probably is not gonna do well, but I could dream. I could feel like it does well. Hey, it would be funny. Hey, look at it this way. It would be funny. Against slower teams, it would actually cook. I want someone to showcase Razzle Coyote. I've seen people run a couple of them, but not much. Yeah, I think after these 2 minutes end, I think I'll end the stream. That's so I have time to go for the... That's so I have time to do the showcase. If that's okay. Either way, this stream was very successful. A Rainbow Wisp secret ability Obsidian. That is most certainly something. That is most certainly something. I still can't believe it. I wonder how many Rainbow Wisp secret ability Obsidians actually are. I wonder how many Obsidians there are that have the secret ability. There's probably a few, but probably not that many. Oh my god, that is insane. Alright, we have one more after the Davari. If it doesn't give me apprehension, boo! I think I can still get one more. I think I have enough time. Yes, I have enough time. Gamma! Ah, no. Hey, at least it's a ghost swing and not a twiddle. It's the better bird. But yeah, I think we're gonna call stream there. That is... But yeah, we got a Rainbow Glyceria too. I don't know how I'm ever gonna use it, but hey. I mean, I guess I could combine it with a Nimble Arceros and then just use it as a Nova. So yeah, I guess Robust isn't the worst. Yeah. Making ideas for things reminds me of my Fakemon game development times. Yeah. Let me put this back in the box. I still can't believe I got this. This is most certainly the Lumion of all time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I most certainly did. And I'll do another stream tomorrow. I think I'll do another PvP stream tomorrow because I think the PvP streams are pretty fun. So yeah. Chili Chomp Bar Blast, anyone? Yes. Oh, I could shard it now. I guess before we end the stream, let's shard the Obsidian. What does it need? It needs a bunch of energy. Also, the train just legit went through me. Thanks, Llama Train. Thanks. Anyway. It needs... Okay, it needs one speed shard. One speed shard. What does the energy look like? I know that I need... The energy is... I need 2 half energies and 3 full energies. I have all the shards so I can do this. Now we'll do health, which is 1 half health and a full health. So bang... Look at all the shards I have. Yeah, just one of these. Now, how much melee attack do I need? Melee attack... I need 1 of these. And 1 of these. We're doing this. Alright, yeah, after we shard this Obsidian, we'll end it. We don't need range attack. Range defense. I don't have any range defense. 1 of these, so I have to waste a shard for this. This is painful, but hey, that's fine. At least I have the shards. And I need 2 melee defenses, which... I could use 5 of those, but I'll just use 2 of these. I can conserve the other half shards for later. There we go! We have fully sharded our Obsidian. We have it in the ranged attack, but I'm not using any ranged attack moves anytime soon. At least... I don't think I will, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this Lumion Legacy hunting stream. We will do another stream tomorrow where we will go back to Lumion Legacy PvP. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I got a rainbow secret ability Obsidian, and I will see y'all all later. Bye bye.